Hello friends and welcome. We all love easy, right? An easy recipe, an easy outfit we can throw on and look great, and an easy makeup routine. And the easy makeup routine is what I've been looking forward to sharing with you today. One way to create an easy makeup routine is to have just about every product you need in one easy-to-use palette. And that's exactly the approach that we're going to be taking today. I'll be using IT Cosmetics 2021 Beauty Book, and the only additional makeup products I'll need to create a complete makeup look today are mascara, foundation, lip liner, and brushes. Otherwise, everything else I'll need is right here in this travel-friendly and purse-friendly fold-up book. And you might even get away with using the concealer in place of foundation, which means you'd only need 3 additional products: mascara, lip liner if you use lip liner, and brushes. So today I'm really excited about creating a full makeup look with this palette and then sharing with you my thoughts about how it works. Before we launch into today's topic, I want to give a warm welcome to you if you are new to my channel. My name is Elise, and I'm a makeup artist who specializes in helping those of us who are older feel more vibrant, alive, and confident. One lovely woman who watches my video recently commented, "I prefer how I look with makeup, but my technique hasn't quite evolved over the years." She is so right that our makeup techniques do need to evolve, because what worked so well for us in our 20s and 30s doesn't work quite as well for us at this point in our lives. And that's what this channel is all about, offering tips, techniques, and product ideas that can help us look like the best version of ourselves now. If this approach sounds interesting to you, I hope you'll subscribe before you leave today. And I also want to say thanks to those of you who are returning. Your support and encouragement is truly awesome. So now let's go ahead and focus on today's topic. IT Cosmetics has been offering these beauty books each holiday season for the past 4 years, and this is beauty book number 5. Let's talk about exactly what's included in this year's beauty book. There are 22 products, and 7 of them are full size. Just 3 of the full size products, the powder, the bronzer, and the blush, would cost $91 if purchased separately, but the price of this whole beauty book is $49.98, so it is an amazing value. And by the way, I did purchase this product myself, and IT Cosmetics is not sponsoring this video, so I'll give you a straightforward, honest review of this product at the end of the video. This year's beauty book has already sold out on the IT Cosmetics website, but as of this filming, it is still available through QVC, the shopping channel. So when you first open up the beauty book, you have 3 of the Bye Bye Under Eye concealers in Fair Light, Medium Tan, and Tan Rich. Underneath the concealers is the full-size Bye Bye Pressed Powder in Translucent. And under the powder is the full-size powder bronzer in the color Beach. Let me go ahead and swatch the bronzer color for you. So this is what Beach looks like. It's a fairly light bronze color. When you open up the beauty book, the next section contains the full-size Ombre Radiance blush in Heartfelt. And by the way, this blush goes from light to dark and from radiant to matte. Here's what the blush looks like going from light to dark. The light color almost doesn't show up, but it is a nice gradation from light to dark. Underneath the blush are 3 Blurred Lines lipsticks: Je ne sais quoi, which is more of a medium pink, Pure Joy, which has more of a plum cast to it, and Bliss, which is a lighter pink. All 3 are very sheer, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch them for you so you can really take a good look at them. This is Je ne sais quoi at the bottom, which is more of a medium pink shade. And I did have to put 2 swatches on to get this color payoff. Underneath the lip colors is a full size of Hello Light, which is a highlighter in the shade Brilliant. Here's what the highlighter looks like. And I applied a couple swatches to get this color payoff. So with a fluffy brush, it can look very light, or if you apply it with more of a paddle brush, you can get a bigger payoff of glow. Moving on to the last section of products, you have the Superhero Eye Foundation in Cashmere, which is a full-size product. And now I assume this product acts as an eye primer, but frankly, there's no real description of it on the IT Cosmetics website. So we'll just have to try it out and see. But I'll swatch it for you now. The Eye Foundation in Cashmere is at the very top. As you can see, this is a matte shade. Then there are 9 full-size eyeshadows. There are 3 that are mattes, there's a beige, a pinkish beige, and a deep brown, and the other 6 are metallics. Here's what they look like. I'll swatch them all for you. Here's the top row, which is Flourish, Lovable, and Darling Rose. Lovable is almost the color of my skin, so it's really hard to see. It's more of a pink beige. And here are the colors in the last 2 rows, starting with Fizz. Above it is Spiced and then Spirit. And the last 3 starting here are Chili, Hot Toddy, and Delight. And then the last 2 products are also both full size. The Eyebrow Powder in Universal Taupe and the eyeliner in Superhero, which is black. Here's a Universal Taupe for eyebrows, and it is a little bit darker than it would be if I just put on 1 swatch, but I did use 2 swatches. And then the Superhero eyeliner is above it in the black. And of course you could use the black eyeliner as eyeshadow since it is quite soft and blendable. And in the last section is the mirror. Now let's get down to the true test of these products and actually try them out. I've gone ahead and applied my regular Urban Decay Primer Potion on one eye, this eye, and I'll use the Superhero Eye Foundation on the other eye to see if it works effectively as a primer. Since I do have quite oily eyelids, this will be a real test of whether this product actually works as an eye primer. So I'm going to start by putting that Superhero eye product on this other eye. We'll see if it works as eye primer. It is working well to cover up the discoloration, so I'm pleased by that. I want to make sure it gets all the way down to the base of my lashes and all the way up to my eyebrow. And as you can see, it's a little bit lighter shade than my Urban Decay Primer Potion on this side. So let's go ahead and start with the brows. I'm going to be using the Universal Taupe, and I'm going to use a fluffier brush to begin with because I don't want a real dark application. I'll probably have to go in with an angled brush afterwards, but I just want to see how this fluffier brush will work to give me a lighter look with this color. So I'm going to start here and just apply a little bit just to get the color going. It's showing up. Oh yeah, there you go. You can really see it there. And now I'm going to take my regular eyebrow angled brush and use that to really fill in the rest of the brow area. As you can see, I am getting a darker application this way. I think if you have darker brows, this would also work. However, if you have really light blonde color or auburn color brows, I'm not sure if this would work very well. It does cover really well. I think watching people put on eyebrow products is a little bit like watching paint dry. So I'll probably speed this up a little bit and then running it through with a spoolie just to get off any excess product. If you use a taupe shade or a medium to darker brown, this would probably work very well for you. All right, let's move on to the eyes. I've already put primer on. The IT Cosmetics Eye Foundation is on this eye and my primer potion on this eye. I'm going to start off with the lightest color called Flourish on my eyelid area. This is a matte color. And I must say that one of the first products from IT Cosmetics I ever had was their eye palette called Naturally Pretty, which I really loved. In fact, let me show that to you. Maybe some of you have this one. And as you see, I hit pan on a lot of these. What I loved about this palette was it was all matte. All right, so I have Flourish on my eyelids. Now we're going to go into the crease area and go with a little bit deeper color. Go in with the color called Darling Rose. It's a nice mid-tone matte color. And I'm going to lift it a little bit on this side to lift my eyes a bit. This does have a bit of a rosy brown look to it, which is why I imagine it's called Darling Rose. And I'm going to go a little bit darker here. These really blend beautifully. Okay, I just want to check to see if I have about the same amount of color on each eyelid. So I'm going to partially close my eyes, tilt my head back, look in my mirror, just to get a look at the colors on each eye, just so I can see if they match. I think we're pretty good. Now I'm going to use this denser brush and I'm going to use it for the outer area of my lid and my crease, and I'm going to put the darkest brown matte color in that area. This is the color called Delight. These are pretty soft colors, so you can get a nice soft look. It takes a little bit more effort to build them up to get a deeper look. Then I'm going to take this metallic color called Chili, and I'm going to put a little bit of that on the outer area of my eyelid. This helps me create a gradient between the lightest color and the deepest color on my lid. These are quite soft metallics, so there's not a whole lot of shine to them. They're just very gentle. And let me do some blending. If you're looking for eyeshadows that really create a soft, natural look, this is a very good palette. Now I'm taking the lightest color Fizz, and I'm going to use it here just to give more of a lift to my eye, right under the arch, and here as well. Also going to use it on the inner corner of my eye. And I'm going to do one more blending pass. I'm now going to go ahead and apply eyeliner with this angled brush. I'm dipping into the black Superhero, and this is very pigmented. So I think you can see what one coat of this eyeliner can do. Go ahead and build it up just slightly. And I'm going to bring this up at the outer edge of my eyes, just slightly. Then I'm going to use what's left over on the brush just for the outer third under my eye. And then I'm going to take a brush that doesn't have anything on it, and I'm going to run it along there just to soften that look a little bit. And also going to soften the look of the eyeliner above the eye. I'm going to wait until later to put on the mascara, but now let's go ahead and apply the face makeup. I've already done my skin prep and applied moisturizer, so I'm going to start with the concealer. I'm going to combine these two lightest shades. I'm going to put them under the eye first. These are really light and creamy, which is nice. They go on easily. And then I'm going to see if I can use this as my foundation. I would go through this pretty fast if I were also using it as foundation, because these little squares are pretty small where the concealer is. Add just a little bit more to a few spots where I need a little bit more coverage. It is nice that they have 3 concealer colors in here, so you can pretty much customize your color. Now I think if I were to use this palette regularly, I would probably add my own foundation, just so I wouldn't use up all the concealer. But the concealer is working pretty well. I'm going to bring it down onto my chin. Right. Now we're going to go into powder and bronzer. I'm going to powder under my eye as well as the rest of my face, and then we'll apply the powder bronzer. I'm going to use a smaller, fluffier brush to apply it under the eye area. I'm going to start off with this softer bronzing brush, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the beach color bronzer. Start at my temples and work down. This is a pretty light color, so I'm going to have to build it up just a little bit. And then on this side, I just want a little bit of contouring going on here. And I'm going to also apply some under my jawline. And just a little bit at the top of the forehead. And bring it around like this. And if you hear a clunking, I'm hitting my earring as I'm doing this. Okay, it creates a really nice soft look. Then I'm going to go into the blush. And I'm just hitting the upper, oh yeah, there's a lot of pigment here. I just hit the upper portion of it, so it was the lighter end of the blush. And I got quite a bit. Now you hardly ever see me using powder bronzer and powder blush. I think I do prefer creams because right now my face is feeling a little bit dry, but I do have pretty dry skin. So I would probably have to do a lot of extra moisturizing under this powder and the blush and the bronzer. Now I'm going to take this brush and use it for my highlighter. Start again right back here. And that really is a nice soft highlighter look. I really like that. Can you see the difference that made? Now, if you would like to get a stronger highlighter look, if you used a paddle brush like this, let me show you the difference because you can definitely get a bolder highlighter look. I'm just going to apply it right here, and I think you can already see that this is a stronger highlighter look. You're just applying it more densely with a brush like this. And just so I look even, I better go over here. All right, I think we're ready for lipstick. I'm just going around the edge of my lips with concealer. That creates a barrier, so hopefully I won't get any feathering. And there is no lip liner, so I'm going to go ahead and use my own. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Age Perfect Lip Liner. This is Bold Orca. Do you think I should invest in a new one? I think I've about used this one up entirely. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use this lighter color, which is called Splendid Plum. So I used Je ne sais quoi on my lower lip, and I went in with Bliss on my upper lip, which is a little bit lighter. Adding a little bit more Bliss to the lower lip, and I think I'm going to add the plum color in too. And that's the color called Pure Joy. I'm going to go ahead and add mascara, and I'll be right back with you. All right, I'm back, mascara applied, and I think we have a finished look. First, let me say that this packaging is stunning. It's not only beautiful, but it's also well made and sturdy and so easy to open and close. And a big plus is that the top is magnetized so it stays closed. It's a perfect size to put in a purse or tuck away in an overnight bag or a suitcase. So it's great for travel or to throw in your purse for touch-ups. And there's no question that the value is amazing. 22 products, with 7 of them being full size for only $49.98. And sometimes for holiday sets, brands don't always use their regular product formulas. Fortunately, that's not the case with the products in the beauty book. These products are all great IT Cosmetics quality. They're smooth, they're easy to apply, they're blendable, and just a pleasure to work with. And I think these products create a very soft and lovely natural look. But there are a few things that I hope IT Cosmetics might consider doing for future beauty books. First, the blush and lip colors in this year's beauty book are definitely geared toward those of us with a cool skin undertone. I'd love to see them come out with 2 different beauty books, one with a range of cool tone colors and one with a range of warm tone colors. And I say range because then either of them would also work for those of us with a neutral skin undertone. Or, if not 2 different beauty books, which I assume would be difficult, then at least a beauty book that could have half the blush and lipstick colors in cool shades and half in warm shades. Also, I'd love to see a beauty book with all cream products, not just cream concealers, but also a cream highlight, a cream bronze, and a cream blush, and even cream eyeshadows. Or, even though I know it would be difficult to do, bronzers, blush, and highlights that are half powder and half cream, similar to what Patrick Ta has done with his blush and bronzer palettes. I've not purchased a beauty book before this year, but I have heard others say that 5 or 6 of the eyeshadow colors in this year's beauty book are repeats from last year's beauty book. So it would be really nice to see some new colors and also 1 or 2 colors that aren't neutral. Perhaps a beautiful wearable burgundy, or maybe a purple, a green, or a blue. Plus, I would love to see at least an equal number of mattes to metallic eyeshadows, or even one more matte than metallic. So those are my thoughts on this year's beauty book, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. What do you like about it and what would you change? And if you've purchased this beauty book or any other IT Cosmetics beauty books from the past, I would love to hear your thoughts on how they worked for you. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and share it with someone else who might also enjoy it. Until next Thursday, I send you warm wishes for much health and happiness, and I hope you have a really fabulous rest of your day. Take care.